Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radhe Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai 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 Radhe Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Hari Bol, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaivam narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirajet. Nashtaprayeshu avadreshu nityam bhagavatam sevaya. Bhagavati uttam sloke bhakti bhavati neshtaki. Leyendo el Srimad Bhagavatam, canto 3, capítulo 5, verso 5, ¿no?
No, sí, es canto 3, capítulo 6.
Ah, vale, y verso 5, vale. So, you have it on the screen. Parena visata swasmin.
Parena visata swasmin.
Matraya vishvasragana.
Matraya visvasrigana.
Chukshobha anyonam asadhya.
Chukshobha anyonyam asadhya.
Yashmin lokas charachara.
Yasmin lokachara.
Parena visata swasmin.
Parena visata swasmin.
Matraya vishvasragnaha.
Matraya visvasrigana.
Chukshobha anyonam asadhya.
Chukshobha anyonyam asadhya.
Yashmin lokas charachara.
Yasmin lokachara.
Parena visata swasmin.
Parena visata swasmin.
Matraya vishvasragnaha.
Matraya visvasrigana.
Chukshobha anyonam asadhya.
Chukshobanyonyam asadhya.
Yashmin lokas charachara.
Yasmin lokachara.
Parena vishata swasmin. Matraya vishvasriganaha. Chukshobhayonam asadhya. Yashmin lokas charachara. Parena vishata smasmin.
Matraya visvasrigana.
Chukshobhayonam asadhya. Ashmin lokas charachara.
Parena visata swasmin.
Parena visata swasmin.
Matraya visvasrigana.
Matraya vishvasriganaha.
Chukshobanyonyam asadhya.
Chukshobhayonam asadhya.
Yasmin lokachara.
Yashmin lokas charachara. parena visata swasmin matraya vishvasriganaha chukshobhayoyam asadya yashmin lokashchara. Tu traducción palabra por palabra. Parena, por el Señor. Visata, entrando así.
Pensando así.
Swasmin, mediante su propio ser. Maitreya, mediante una porción plenaria.
Mediante una porción plenaria.
Vishvashri,
Vishvaksik,
los elementos de la creación universal.
los elementos de la creación universal.
Gana,
Ganaha,
todos.
todos.
Chukshobha,
Shukshobha,
transformados.
transformados.
Anyonyam,
Anyonyam,
entre sí.
entre sí.
Asadya,
Asadya,
habiendo obtenido.
habiendo obtenido.
Yashmin,
Yasmin,
en la cual.
en la cual.
Loka,
Loka,
los planetas.
los planetas.
Chara, chara,
Chara, chara,
móviles y inmóviles.
móviles e inmóviles.
Vale, verso. A medida que el Señor en su porción plenaria entró en los elementos de la creación universal, estos se transformaron en la gigantesca forma en la que reposan todos los sistemas planetarios y todas las creaciones móviles y inmóviles. Significado, por su divina gracia, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Los elementos de la creación cósmica son todos materia y no tienen ninguna potencia para aumentar en volumen, a menos que el Señor en su forma de su porción plenaria entre en ellos. Esto significa que la materia no aumenta ni disminuye a menos que sea tocado por el Espíritu. La materia es un producto del Espíritu y aumenta únicamente con el toque del Espíritu. Toda la manifestación cósmica no ha adoptado su gigantesca forma por sí sola, como erróneamente lo estiman las personas poco inteligentes. Mientras el Espíritu se encuentre dentro de la materia puede aumentar lo necesario, pero sin el Espíritu la materia detiene su crecimiento. Por ejemplo, mientras haya conciencia espiritual dentro del cuerpo material de una entidad viviente, el cuerpo aumenta hasta el tamaño requerido, pero un cuerpo material muerto que no tiene conciencia espiritual detiene su crecimiento. En el Bhagavad Gita capítulo segundo se da la importancia de la conciencia espiritual, no al cuerpo. Todo el cuerpo cósmico aumenta mediante el mismo proceso que experimentamos en nuestros pequeños cuerpos. Sin embargo, uno no debe de pensar neciamente que el infinitesimal alma individual es la causa de la gigantesca manifestación de la forma universal. La forma universal se denomina el Virat Rupa, porque el Señor Supremo se encuentra dentro de ella en su forma de porción plenaria. Verso de nuevo. A medida que el Señor en su porción plenaria entró en los elementos de la creación universal, estos se transformaron en la gigantesca forma en las que reposan todos los sistemas planetarios y todas las creaciones móviles y inmóviles. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshurunimilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Jai Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Śrī Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Entonces en este verso hay la importancia de el espíritu y la materia. So in this verse we can see the importance of the spiritual and the material. So, en ese verso se destaca que la materia por sí solo no tiene vida. So in this verse we can see that the matter by itself is inert. It does not have any life. Solo es por la presencia del alma que la materia tiene transformación, crece, reproduce y luego también se muere. So it's only because of the presence of soul that the matter has transformation, like changes in the body. We grow, we remain for some time, we reproduce, we dwindle and we die. Entonces la vida espiritual o el conocimiento espiritual no debemos de entender de una forma mecánica o ciega. The spiritual subject should not be studied in a form of robotic manner without understanding. It should be studied with some logical explanation. En el segundo capítulo, Krishna da ejemplos muy importantes o muy buenas para distinguir la importancia del espíritu. So in the second chapter, Krishna has given various verses where he makes Arjuna realize the difference between the body and the spirit. Like one of my favorite verses is Dehino Ashmin Yatha Dehe Komaram Yovaram Jara Tatha Dehantar Praptir Dhiras Tata Namuyati. So, este verso dice que nosotros, tal como el alma espiritual, en ese cuerpo, todo el mundo hemos tenido un cuerpo de niño, luego hemos tenido un cuerpo de adulto, luego de joven y luego de persona mayor. De esta forma ha habido transformaciones de cuerpo, pero el alma individual ha sido la misma. Y luego cuando muere el cuerpo, lo único que hace es ese alma sale de ese cuerpo y entra en otro cuerpo. So in this verse we see that Krishna is saying how because of the presence of the soul, we all had a body of a small child, right? We have photos in our house, maybe a mother and father. Those times there were not so many photos, but we still have few photos. And we see we had a body of a small child. Maybe if somebody comes and you show the photo, they will not recognize you, the same person, right? Entonces, por ejemplo, todo el mundo tenemos una foto de cuando éramos niños. Y si alguien le enseña esta foto, que ese era yo, dice, eso es imposible, eso no eres tú, es otra persona. So, our body has changed drastically. We have grown into, now, most of us, besides few, are still young, but most of us are getting older. So, entonces el cuerpo ha cambiado, casi todo el mundo ahora presente aquí. Somos mayores, adultos, algunas personas mayores. El cuerpo ha transformado, pero el alma es la misma. And this transformation is only possible because of the presence of the soul. Just a simple example, if you have seen a person almost dying, okay? Many of us have seen that. People of a family, friends, people on the deathbed. Even few days before dying, even the same day, his beard is growing, his hair is growing, nails are growing. You know, everything is growing as even the person is very sick. But there is a soul present. The moment the soul leaves the body, it's finished. There's no growing of any organ of the body. Why does that happen? Entonces, por ejemplo, cuando muchos de nosotros hemos visto una persona muriendo y muy pocos días antes, incluso el mismo día, esta persona ha tenido una barba, los pelos crecen, las uñas crecen, y el momento que sale el alma, ya se para todo. O sea, no hay ningún cambio, ya es como, aquí dice, un tronco. So here, this Spanish, it's like a trunk of the tree, like a wood, because there's no difference. If you hit this person on the cheek or anything, there's no response. Entonces, esta persona, cuando sale el alma, aunque le pegues fuerte, no hay ninguna respuesta. And that is because the soul has left the body. So it is very clear that the body was interacting, it was growing, it was changing, it was transforming because of the presence of the soul. And that is a very simple, logical way to understand that there is soul in the body. Entonces esta es una forma muy simple, lógica, de entender que nosotros tenemos alma. Why does not the stable grow? Why does not the stable reproduce? Why does not the stable become old? Because there is no soul. So, en esta mesa, ¿por qué no cambia? ¿Por qué no reproduce? ¿Por qué no muere? ¿Por qué no crece? Porque no hay alma. So in the same way, this universal form of the Lord, when the creation was created and all these 23 elements was manifested, Krishna in his plenary form as the three Vishnus, he enters the universe, and also in the Paramatma form in each and every atom. Entonces cuando la creación empezó y esos 23 elementos de la creación fue creado, Krishna en su forma plenaria entró en cada uno de este átomo. And because of this presence of the super soul of the plenary form of Krishna, this whole universe is functioning. Nothing works automatic. Entonces es por la presencia de Krishna que todo ese universo funciona. Nada funciona automático. For us, we get up early in the morning and we see the sun rising and the birds chirping and the rivers flowing and we get fresh oxygen. The trees are emitting oxygen, and for us, we take everything for granted. Oh, this is happening automatic. It is happening automatic because it was created by the Lord, and Lord is, because of His energies present there, He's making this thing happen. Entonces eso fue creado porque el Señor está presente en cada uno de sus elementos materiales a través de su energía y hace que funcionen las cosas. So where there is a law, there's a lawmaker. So donde hay una ley, hay una persona que hizo esa ley. For example, when we are driving on the road, like in Europe, you can drive everywhere. You can see the roads are, marked. There's a signal. There's, a proper system. We cannot just, go anywhere, anytime, brake anywhere. There's stop signal. We just continue. It cannot happen. We have to follow the laws. And we can say, oh, the laws were just present by himself. No, somebody made the law. And somebody not only made the law, somebody seeing that the law is being followed. Because if you break the law, you're fine. Entonces, esa ley que hizo alguien cuando nosotros estamos en la carretera y vamos en el coche, hay una señal de stop, hay un semáforo. Todo esto hizo alguien que no fue automático y por eso nosotros podemos conducir bien. Y no es que solo hizo esas leyes, también está controlando que cada uno de nosotros estamos siguiendo esa ley, porque si no hay una multa. So same way the universal laws, which is made by the Lord, is controlled, it is manifested by the Supreme Lord. And if we don't follow, it is there. There are many people who are not following the laws of God. They are punished by the law of karma. So, entonces, las leyes universales se hizo el Señor, y entonces si el que no sigue está castigado por ley de karma. And sometimes the karma are not immediate. That's a big problem, because many people say, oh, what do I care? I'm enjoying my life. I'm doing everything what I want. Which Lord, which God? Nothing is happening. I'm happy. This person is a devotee and he's suffering. He does not have money. He does not have family. He does not have possessions. I have everything. But that is only temporary. Entonces hay personas que pueden decir que yo no sigo las leyes, hago lo que quiera y no pasa nada, estoy feliz, pero esto es solo temporal, porque las leyes de karma existen. So over here we see that Krishna is explaining that this universal form which is there, he is present in this universal form, and this universal form is temporary. This is a very important point of this verse today. It is not, although it is Lord's manifestation and Lord is present, is temporary form. Entonces, en esa forma universal, aunque está el Señor presente, es una forma temporal. It is not like Krishna's incarnations, for example, Varahadev, Kurmadev, Nishingadev. All these are eternal form manifestations of the Lord. Each one of them have their own Vaikuṇṭha planet. Like Nishingadev, is not that he manifested only to just save Prahlad Maharaj and then he just disappeared. He has his own planet. Varahadev has his own Vaikuṇṭha planet. Donde todas las encarnaciones de Krishna, como Nishingadev, Varahadev, Ramchandra, todas formas eternas, que no es temporal, y cada uno de ellos tiene su planeta espiritual, en Vaikuṇṭha. But over here, it's necessary that Krishna manifested this for materialistic people to perceive him. Pero Krishna manifestó esta forma para materialistas, para que la puedan percibir. For example, it's very common, you could see, even the materialistic people who don't believe at God at all, when they go to the nature, they see a beautiful waterfall, or they see the sunshine, and they say, oh, how is it happening? They are wonderstruck by this. The sun is shining since millions of years. It is rising and setting at proper time. So there's some energy which is divine energy. They don't know what it is, they don't know who it is. So like this they can connect with God. Entonces en la gente materialistas incluso ven la naturaleza, por ejemplo el sol, la luna, y lo conecta con una energía divina. And that is the universal form as it described in Srimad Bhagavatam, like the sun and moon are the eyes of the Lord, the water is like the veins of the Lord, the mountains are like the chest of the Lord and the bones of the Lord, so that you can connect and you can understand that how great Lord is and how great His creation is. Entonces las personas, para personas normales, para conectar con Dios, esta forma es bastante fácil porque pueden decir que los ojos son como la luna y el sol, la montaña es como los huesos, el río es como el río sanguíneo del Señor, y así puede conectar con el Señor. But the devotees are not much interested in this universal form, because in this universal form we cannot reciprocate, we cannot serve Lord. Although we respect the form, but for our devotees, we require the Lord to have an interaction with us. Pero para devotos, la forma universal no es muy interesante porque los devotos necesitan reciprocar, interactuar con el Señor. The world, everyone today is looking for one thing. What we are looking for? For happiness, correct. For happiness, thank you. We are looking for happiness. We are looking for pleasure. Like this Bhakta Shankarananda, he came over here. He wants to be happy, right? Does anybody go to some place? Have you heard somebody, I'm going to this place so that I can become sad? Entonces, ¿habéis escuchado a alguien que diga, yo voy a un lugar para sentirme triste? Never heard of this. We never express ourselves, or we never feel that we should do something which will make us sad. Everything which we do from the morning to the evening is to make us happy. Todo lo que hacemos desde la mañana hasta la noche, todas las actividades se centran solo con un objetivo para hacernos feliz. But the problem is that we have forgotten the way of what real happiness is. El problema es que nosotros hemos olvidado qué es lo que es la felicidad real. So the happiness exists in 3 levels. It's on the physical level, the mental or emotional level, and the spiritual level. So, la felicidad existe en 3 niveles. El nivel físico, el nivel mental y emocional, y el nivel espiritual. So the physical level is immediate happiness, instant happiness, instant coffee. La felicidad física es instantáneo. For example, somebody wants to, just experience bliss. Okay, he takes a wine and he drinks. Alcohol, when you so I'm feeling very happy because you forget your problems. What does alcohol do? It makes you forget the problems. Por ejemplo, alguien que toma alcohol o droga, ¿qué es lo que hace esta sustancia? Le hace feliz un momento porque le hace olvidar sus problemas, entonces siente feliz. But after some time, the effects of alcohol go away and then the problem come back. And then there's no happiness. Not only that, then he will get some headache, he will get some problem. So, entonces la persona que toma sustancias estas le da felicidad temporal. Or for example, if somebody is very bored and don't know what to do, he puts some action movie, Superman, Batman, and he's seeing, somebody's flying, somebody's rescuing, fighting with the police. Oh, he feels entertained, happy. But when movie is finished, again back to normal. Entonces luego la persona, por ejemplo, si pone una película, ves las cosas de Superman, Batman y todo esto, bueno, se entretiene y después de esto otra vez vienen los problemas. Or also like physical happiness can be of possessing things. This is very dangerous. The more I have, the more I will be happy. Entonces luego también la felicidad material consiste en poseer cosas. Cuanto más tengo, más feliz soy. But we have seen with our own eyes, so many people have so many things and still they are depressed. Still they commit suicide. Still they are behind the bars for something or the other. So it's not that the people who have more are happy. Las personas que tienen muchas posesiones pensamos que son felices, pero luego muchos de ellos cometen suicidios, están haciendo cosas raras y se estropean su vida. So these type of happinesses, are temporary. Then mental or emotional happiness also is based on achievements. Okay, I did this, I was the first, the best doctor, the best lawyer, or have this degree, that degree. I am the best poet, I am the best philosopher. Entonces, this type of things gives you emotional happiness. Or loving your, loved ones is emotional. Entonces luego hay felicidad emocional de alcanzar ciertas cosas que te da felicidad emocional. But all these are temporary. But if you have spiritual happiness, it is permanent. Pero la felicidad espiritual es permanente. And this spiritual happiness only comes with connecting with God or connecting with people, but putting God in the center. That is very important because we cannot connect with God directly because we are not prepared for that. Entonces la vida, digamos la felicidad espiritual es conectar con Dios o conectar con personas, pero poniendo siempre Dios en el centro. So one time, Srila Prabhupada, somebody asked Prabhupada, "Oh, why do you believe in deities? These are made of stone, matter. Like you yourself saying, this is earth, water, fire, air, ether. It's like a table, it's like a microphone. So why do you worship the deity?" So Prabhupada says, for you, where is God? So he's saying God is everywhere. Okay, God is everywhere, so God cannot be in the deity. If he is everywhere, so why he cannot be in the deity? Entonces alguna vez Srila Prabhupada le preguntaron que por qué adoráis la deidad, y Prabhupada dijo, ¿y para dónde está Dios según vosotros? Entonces la gente dijeron que Dios está en todas partes. Y Srila Prabhupada le preguntó, si Dios está en toda parte, ¿por qué no está en la deidad? So God is present in the deity because of his mercy. He comes and presents himself in the deity, manifests in the deity, so we can reciprocate with him. That is the clue. Now this devotee was doing the arti, is offering to the Lord. Before this, Prabhu was singing for the Lord, or somebody is making garlands for the Lord. This is the way we can reciprocate. Otherwise, how can we do? God is everywhere. And I take this garland and where do I put? In the air? On the tree? It's not possible. So we have a deity form. so we can reciprocate. But does not mean that God is only in the deity. Krishna is present everywhere also. So also we should not forget that God is in the deity, but is also in you. He's also in this person. He's also in Shankarananda. He's also in Abhimanyu. So we cannot just respect the deities and disrespect everyone. That is Kanishta Adhikari, thinking that God is just here and God is not present everywhere. So one time somebody asked Radhanath Maharaj, they said, "Oh, you're saying Krishna is present everywhere. So is Krishna present also in the lion and the tiger?" He's saying, "Yes." So, but he's saying, but you have to know the difference. Although he's present, you cannot go and embrace the lion or the tiger. Because that will be the last embrace. Una vez le preguntaron a Radhanath Maharaj que si Krishna está en toda parte, también está presente en un león, un tigre. Y Maharaj dijo que sí, pero tiene que distinguir. Tú si vas a abrazar un león, un tigre, eso será el último abrazo que vas a tener. Luego el león te va a comer. So we have to use our intelligence also. It's not that, Krishna is present everywhere and everybody I can worship in the same way. There has to be some differences, but respect has to be there. That's why we cannot kill a lion or a tiger, because Krishna is there. We cannot disrespect him. He is also a part and parcel of Krishna. Some people also ask Srila Prabhupada, like, there was a Muslim Mughal ruler. He broke all the deities in India when there was the Mughal rule. And so if Krishna is present, then how he is allowing him, to break in the deity form? So, entonces una vez Srila Prabhupada le preguntaron que si Krishna está presente en las deidades, como que algunos emperadores, cuando destruyeron los templos, se rompieron las deidades. So Prabhupada explained that deity is made of earth, water, fire, ether. He enters in the deity form for us to reciprocate, but he can also leave the deity. It does not mean that if somebody breaks the deity, somebody can kill Krishna. It's not possible. So he just enters into the deity form for us to reciprocate. But if there is a circumstance like this, he leaves his deity form. But in one way, Krishna is present through his energy, because in everything, this Kshirodakshaya Vishnu comes as the Paramatma form in each and every atom. That is continuing. But Krishna in his personal form, he manifests in the deities as long as we reciprocate with him. If we don't reciprocate, then Krishna will just leave it. And that is a problem. Like many times we think that the deity is just made of stone and of metal, and we are not respecting, we are not offering the deities, or we don't do the proper worship, then Krishna will not be present over there. Because Krishna wants us to reciprocate. Entonces Krishna está presente en la forma de deidad hasta que nosotros hagamos el servicio devocional. So it's a very nice story. Somebody was a devotee of Lord Ganesh, and he had also Lord Krishna in the same altar. So he was offering, incense to Ganesh. So what did he do when he offered the incense to Ganesh? He covered the nose of Krishna. He said, "This is not for you, this is for my Lord Ganesh." Entonces hay una historia muy bonita, que hay un devoto que era el devoto de Ganesha y también tenía una deidad de Krishna. Y cuando ofrecía incienso a Ganesha, cubrió la nariz de Krishna. Digo que esto no es para ti. And you know what? Krishna was very pleased with him, because he said, "You are the first pujari. At least you think that I have life, because otherwise you would not cover my nose, because you know that I can smell the incense. Because otherwise people just do it mechanically. People don't think that I am tasting the food, bhoga, or I'm smelling the incense, or I'm smelling the flowers, because they just do it mechanically." Entonces lo curioso es que aunque este devoto hizo esta ofensa, Krishna se complació porque dijo que por lo menos tú crees que yo estoy presente y puedo oler el incienso. So Krishna always sees the best part of us. Whatever we are doing in each and every offering, even if it's little, whatever is best in that, he takes that. And the rest he leaves it. So, entonces eso es lo bueno de Krishna, que él coge lo mejor que tengamos entre nosotros. That is the difference between human beings, ordinary human beings, not great saints like Srila Prabhupada, and Krishna. They take the best. But what do? Do the opposite. We may see 99 good qualities in a person, but one bad thing he did. Oh, he's a fallen soul. No. This is not a good devotee. Entonces nosotros hacemos justo lo contrario. Cuando vemos a un devoto, vemos, aunque tenga muchas cualidades buenas y tan solo una o dos malas, vemos esto primero. No. Este devoto no es bueno porque hace esto. So sometimes we see, like all we are devotees, still we are in our initial stages, we are sadhakas, we are not pure devotees. We don't have taste for chanting the holy name. Sometimes we are chanting, we fall asleep. It's very common to see, right? Many temples we see that happening. And then you say, oh, this devotee is sleeping while he's chanting. But at least he's trying to chant. What are you doing? You are observing him. You are observing him, you are not even chanting. So, entonces hay personas que cuando vemos otro devoto, por ejemplo, está cantando el santo nombre y se pone a dormir. Mira este devoto, qué ofensor, está durmiendo. Pero la otra persona es más ofensor porque él no está cantando, está observando el otro devoto. So we have to understand that Krishna, we are not the judge. We are just we just want to participate in the Sankirtan movement and do our best and leave the rest to Krishna. Krishna is there to judge. We never know that Krishna can, deliver. Even a person maybe is chanting 1 round. And the person who's chanting 16 rounds stays here. Like the story of the Brahmana and the cobbler. Like all of you know that the Brahmana was chanting 16 rounds, 32 rounds, 64 rounds, and the cobbler was not doing anything. And when Narada Muni came, he asked them, what do you want me to ask Krishna when I see him? So both of them said, ask him, how many lifetimes we have still remaining to see him. And when Narada Muni came back, he told, so Krishna tell the Brahmana, he has millions of lifetimes. He will not see me soon. And tell the cobbler, you have only 1 lifetime. So Narada Muni got surprised. What's happening? What's this? And then Krishna said, and if they ask what I was doing in Vaikuṇṭha planet, tell him I was putting the elephant through the needle of, through the eye of the needle. Entonces la historia que ya lo conocéis muchos, pero bueno, siempre es bueno repetir, que es de Brahmana y un zapatero, que Narada Muni vino a verlos y entonces el Brahmana preguntó y el zapatero que pregunta a Krishna cuántas vidas nos quedan para volver a Krishna. Y entonces cuando fue Narada Muni a Krishna le dijo esto que Krishna le dijo que le diga al zapatero que le queda 1 vida y al brahmana que quedan miles de vidas para que me vea. Y si te pregunta qué estaba haciendo, dile que estaba pasando un elefante del ojo de la aguja. So the Narada Muni comes and he tells the Brahmana says, oh, did you ask Krishna how many lifetimes I have still remaining to see him? Yeah, he told me 1,000,000 lifetimes. Oh, 1,000,000 lifetimes. I'm chanting 64 rounds a day, Prabhu. But what are you thinking when you're chanting? I'm following all the rules and regulations and doing Ekadashi. Everything. And you have not gone to Vishnu. You're all a liar. Okay, if you went to Vishnu, what was he doing when you went there? Yeah, he was taking a big elephant and putting it through the needles. Oh, now I know you are liar number 1. You never go. You never go over there. You're just telling me lies. Get out of here. Don't come next time. I don't want to see you. So Narada Muni say, okay, whatever you say. He goes then to the cobbler. And the cobbler says, how many lifetimes? Krishna said, he's saying, only one lifetime, he said. Oh, how is it possible? I am not doing anything. I am not even remembering Krishna. And what was Krishna doing? Krishna was putting the elephant through the needle. Oh my God, so wonderful Krishna is. He can do anything. And he starts dancing and jumping in ecstasy. And Narada Muni says, but how do you believe that somebody can put an elephant through a needle? It's impossible. Krishna just told me to tell you. How do you believe this? Why cannot I believe? If he can, there was a big banyan tree over there. And he removes a seed. If this full banyan tree was in one seed before it was manifested, it's such a big banyan tree, which is sometimes banyan trees can, be meters and kilometers long. So why cannot an elephant go through the eye of the needle? Krishna can do anything. And so he's jumping in ecstasy and goes back to Godhead. Entonces la historia esa de Brahmana y entonces Narada Muni le dijo al Brahmana que tú vas a tardar miles de vidas y al zapatero que va a tardar una vida. Y el Brahmana dijo que tú eres mentiroso, que tú no has ido a Vaikuṇṭha. ¿Y qué estaba haciendo Krishna? Dice, estaba pasando un elefante de aguja. Y el Brahmana dijo, tú eres mentiroso número 1. Tú, fuera de aquí, ya no venga más. Ya no te voy a creer nunca. Pero el zapatero, cuando le dijo que queda una vida, el zapatero estaba muy feliz y dice, ¿qué estaba haciendo Krishna? Dice, estaba pasando un elefante de aguja y el zapatero empezó a saltar en éxtasis. Y Narada Muni le preguntó, ¿pero cómo es que crees que un elefante puede pasar una aguja? Es mentira, me ha dicho Krishna que te diga esto. Dice, cogió una semilla de un árbol bañano y dijo, si un árbol bañano puede entrar en esta semilla, ¿por qué no un elefante puede entrar la aguja? So the moral of the story is that there are people who have firm faith in Krishna. Maybe their sadhana is not very strong. And that is what Krishna sees in us. How much faith we have in Him. Okay, we are doing a process to increase our faith. That is another thing. It's not that we should not take this example and not do anything. We are following this principle of sadhana bhakti to increase our faith in Krishna. But that does not mean that we can judge anyone. Oh, this person is not chanting, this person is always sleeping, but maybe he has more love for Krishna than you have. We never know. Entonces hay personas que a lo mejor no siguen tantas reglas y regulaciones, pero su amor es más grande. Entonces, Krishna always sees your consciousness. Whenever you see verses when Krishna is telling to Arjuna, Man mana bhava mad bhakto mad yaji mam namashkuru. Why he's saying always engage your mind in thinking of me? Why not saying only engage your tongue? Only by chanting the tongue, it will not happen. But what are you thinking in your mind? You're thinking in your mind, oh, now I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to get married, I have to have children, I have to, establish a business, or maybe I have to become the most famous person in the universe. So all that is a personal agenda. And Krishna wants our mind, our heart for Him. They say Krishna is the most jealous lover. He does not want us to love anything else beside Him. And if we love anything, connect Him with Krishna. That is a secret. Because we do love other things. But we can connect them. We love our children, it's normal. We love our position, is normal, but offer them to Krishna. Entonces, Krishna es muy misericordioso y nosotros, aunque amemos a otras cosas, que Krishna es un amante envidioso. Él no quiere que amemos a otra cosa menos a Él. Pero si amamos a otra cosa, conéctalo con Krishna. Da la primera importancia a Krishna. Y entonces, Krishna nos purifica. We cannot control Krishna. This is another moral, like in Damodar Leela. What happens in Damodar Leela? When you see Mother Yashoda, now this is a month of Kartik, every day we are singing this. Mother Yashoda is tying Damo means stomach, Udar means the rope. She's tying Krishna with a rope. Again and again and again and again, and she's failing. How is it possible to control Krishna? It's impossible. In Damodar Leela, Krishna shows that he can only be controlled by the mother's love o devotee's love. Entonces en Damodar Leela, que ahora estamos en mes de Kartik, vemos que Krishna, Madre Yashoda, intenta atar a Krishna una y otra vez y siempre fracasa. Y Krishna demuestra que solo puede ser atado con amor. So Krishna in Damodar Leela, because of mother's love, he becomes totally contrary to what God is. Because God is fear personified, even Yamraj gets scared of him. But when Mother Yashoda is coming with a stick, he's crying. How can God cry? Entonces en Damodar Leela hay tantas contradicciones que Krishna no es Dios, porque Dios nunca llora. De Dios también Yamraj, el muerte personificado, se asusta. Y viendo el palo en la mano de Madre Yashoda, él empieza a llorar. So he's not, then he's God or he's not God. But he is God, but because of manifesting this Leela pastime, he's covering himself with this feeling that he is just a small child. Because otherwise there will not be any rasa. Rasa comes only with, like we spoke in the beginning of the class, with relationship. And in relationship, Krishna himself forgets that he's God. That is the beauty of relating with Krishna. Entonces en esta pasatiempos de Damodar y Yashoda Mai, Krishna se olvida que es Dios para aumentar el rasa, para aumentar el néctar. Because all we are looking for this nectar, our heart is longing for this nectar. But what we are giving? Facebook, Meta, and iPhone, other types of nectar. YouTube. But we can watch YouTube, Krishna Katha, Krishna's pastime. So, yeah, it's 5 to 9. I think we covered all the points. Let me see if I have something. Because, of course, every verse, there's so much to say. Like, we can never finish. But... yeah, so I think we covered most of the points. So if there's any comments or anything to say, anything to add, it's always good from the devotees also to have some some realization. You can add anything, Prabhu. Maybe here?
Well, I would like to ask you, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, of course.
It's always a pleasure. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yesterday was your brother talking actually about the point about Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi, and all energy when it's coming, and it was interesting point because incarnation of the Mahalakshmi now is the dollars and papers like the euros.
Yeah.
And I had a question: how is it possible that between the Mahalakshmi, like the goddess of fortune, it's going through to Fed, the private bank
currency,
reserves,
yeah.
and European Union, it's absolutely, it's Rothschilds, Rockefellers, whatever. So how do Mahalakshmi use this kind of people?
Yeah, okay. There are so many answers to this question. One of the answers is that actually the real wealth, which Srila Prabhupada says, is the land, the cows, spiritual wealth, also relationships, health. Because wealth we always equate with money. That's a wrong conception to begin with. Wealth is not only money. It can be money, a little bit. But for example, in the olden days, if you see the story of when Vasudev got married to Devaki. So Devaki's father donated thousands of cows, elephants, all these things, land. So they are also wealth. So now we are just relating wealth to money, which is wrong. Because you may have all the money in the world, but if you are sick, you are with cancer, what will you do with this wealth? Or if if you have all the money in the world, like there was a movie when I was a small child, I watched it, and that can happen anytime, that people had all the money in the world, but because of the nuclear war or anything, you cannot buy anything because the land is not producing. What will you do with the money if you cannot buy food with that money? What is the use? Suppose you're in the middle of the desert and you have $1 million, okay, and somebody is telling you, you want a glass of water? Yes, but it will cost you $1 million. You will give it because otherwise you die. So that is also wealth. Like whatever is there naturally given by God, like water, air, sunshine. There are so many people in the cold countries, and I think you also coming from a cold country. Why do they come over here? They want sunshine because they are just so depressed, just seeing the clouds on, just no sunshine for months. They come over here. So this is wealth, free. And from this we can make electricity and sell it. Entonces, bueno, la pregunta era muy buena que Prabhu dijo que como las monedas, por ejemplo, los euros, dólares y esto están en manos de gobiernos y algunos ricos multimillonarios que están controlando, y como Lakshmi Devi, que es una energía de Dios, se deja controlar por algunas personas así, con mentalidad asúrica. Entonces, primero le dije, bueno, hay muchas respuestas. Una de las respuestas sería que riqueza no siempre equivale a dinero. Tú puedes tener millones de dólares y estás en desierto, estás muriendo de sed, y alguien te pide, dice, dame tu $1.000.000 si no no tienes agua. Tú le vas a dar todo, porque si no vas a morir. O la riqueza también es la luz solar, que la gente aquí viene a veranear, gasta miles de euros, ¿para qué? Para tener luz de sol que nosotros tenemos gratis. Entonces la riqueza no siempre es dinero. So unfortunately, like I asked a similar question to Guru Maharaj. Unfortunately, in the age of Kali, everything is related to money. Like how much is the value? We often say, how much is the value of this? $100, $500. We always. So my Guru Maharaj told a very nice answer to this. He said, think of the things which money cannot buy. Entonces mi Guru Maharaj le preguntaron esta pregunta parecida y dijo que aunque el dinero es importante, piensa de tantas cosas que el dinero no puede comprar. For example, can you tell me some things which money cannot buy? Time. Time, very good. Salud, health, also very right.
And luck, of course.
Yes, luck. Relationship. Like you want a good relationship with your wife. Can money buy it? No. You cannot buy. So,
Love, of course.
Love, yes.
Amor.
You cannot buy love. Yes, correct. So many things money cannot buy. So there are some things which they can buy, but they are not as important as we think they are. Like for example, a good car. Okay, money can buy a good car, but it is not as important as good health. It is not as important as good love. It is not as important as a time, because when you're nearing death, it's only, let's say you have 2 days to live, and God can tell you, okay, Lucas, you want $100 million, 2 days, spend whatever you want, or you want 2 years more of life. What will you ask?
Of course, you're right.
Life.
I think time is actually in the universe is the richest community, right?
Yes.
La comunidad más rica en ese universo creo que es el tiempo.
Correct, very correct.
Sí,
Yeah.
sí.
Sí, entonces a Lucas le he dicho, ejemplo, si le queda 2 días para morir y Dios viene y dice, ¿quieres $100 millones y lo gastas en 2 días donde tú quieras, o quieres 5 años o 10 años más de vida? Lógicamente, Lucas ha dicho que va a elegir más vida, porque si tiene vida puede hacer cosas. Si no hay vida, se terminó. It's finished, yeah. So time is very valuable, and that is the thing which we waste the most. Because when we spend 10 euros or 100 euros or whatever, we think, oh, no, we should not do this because it's a waste of money, right? But when we are wasting time, we don't think. 1 hour, 2 hours, we are just wasting our time, not doing anything. not studying scripture, not thinking about Krishna, not doing devotional service. So it's a waste of time. So, okay, pues muchas gracias. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam.